It's been 4 years. 4 years of creating content related to webtoons and a particular tonghua. I suppose with that experience, I can say that I'm pretty used to YouTube stuff by now, but there's one thing I still can't get used to, and it's when I see very nice comments like this one.
I enjoy watching you so much. I check your channel almost every time I open up my phone because I look forward to every single video you post.
Seriously, every time I read comments like this, it makes me so happy. But at the same time, I also feel like hiding in a corner because my cheeks have become so hot from blushing. Oh, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for brightening up my day with these kind words. And even if you hadn't posted a comment like this support from over 4,000 of you really means a lot. It took me a while to believe that because this number is like a double from last year's, but it looks like miracles do happen. No, I'm not crying. Oh, by the way, the date of the channel's anniversary is actually on February 21, but since I'm usually late in releasing a special video for it, I prepared for it much earlier this year. Like the previous anniversary specials, I made a post wherein you guys can ask me about anything. It's my way of connecting more to you. And so, one of the questions was,
What motivates you to make your videos?
actually, like what I've been saying in most of my recent videos, the number of likes each video gets do motivate me to create more content. After all, it's somewhat of a verification that you guys had genuinely enjoyed the video. Although, I have noticed that some of you already clicked the like button even though the video was just released. Oh, I really appreciate how supportive you guys are. So yeah, the number of likes already mean a lot. The views matter too, of course. But what more if I see those very sweet comments from you guys? Here's another one.
You are a wonderful person. I love your videos and I know they are made with a lot of love and affection. I admire you a lot.
Oh my gosh, I also feel fortunate that many of you are patient like this too.
We'll wait for the next video no matter how long it takes. Love you and your channel so much. Wish you good luck.
Oh, thank you so much.
I love your videos and I'm always impressed by the theories and interpretations you come up with. How do you manage to notice all these little things?
I seriously don't know how to explain that. This is like explaining how I walk.
Every time that there is like a big link, click discussion going on somewhere, I always think about you because you got like that lukewarm brain a little bit.
What the? I only have like 1% of his brain, you know. What are you talking about? Ah!
You are my favorite link, click YouTuber. My favorite YouTuber.
Okay, I'll try to calm down now by learning more about you guys. So, most of you are female and around 18 to 24 years old. Then many of you had discovered the channel's videos from YouTube's own features and are watching using your mobile phones. A lot of you watch with English subtitles and they're auto-translated with these languages. I'm happy to know that manually putting those English subtitles had been very useful. Well, even with these subtitles, I still try my best to speak clearly and in moderate speed. But you know, even if you're not familiar with English at all, feel free to communicate with me using the language that you know. There are online translators that help us with the language barrier anyway. Now, these are the top 10 videos. Wow! Looks like the top 10 videos, playlists, and posts are mostly link-click related. Seems like link-click is like my lucky charm in the past year. Which reminds me, I won 2 link-click related prizes last year. I'll share them in another video. Although I feel so blessed with link-click stuff and I'm quite passionate for it, believe it or not, link-click isn't really popular in where I'm from.
you from?
I've noticed that some of you have thought that I'm from the West or from somewhere in East Asia. But actually, I'm from the Philippines. In case you're not familiar with that country, it's located in Southeast Asia. There are actually international celebrities with Filipino blood, like these two from the Marvel movies. And did you know that the singing voices of two Disney princesses is actually a Filipina? Anyway, because of the accent that I've been using in my recent videos, I think some fellow Filipinos haven't noticed that we're from the same country. The locals here have a particular accent, you see. I don't know how to describe it, but we can recognize it. You will be able to hear that accent in my older videos, and there's still a bit of it even in my recent ones. But hopefully, in the future, traces of that accent wouldn't be noticeable anymore. It's not that I hate our local accent, I just wanted to sound fluent in English. I'm even using this video making hobby to improve my English speaking skills. So, if I seem to be someone who came from an English speaking country, then I guess all that hard work paid off. I had noticed some people even saying that they like this accent that I invented. Oh, it makes me quite proud. In the past year, I'm happy to see that majority of you viewers are still from the USA. And it's followed by people from India. And as I have predicted last year, Indonesia is now in third place. Well, my home country is now in fourth place, and I can imagine it going even lower as long as I continue to release link videos. And it looks like Malaysia is back in the top 5. Nice. Well, that's the top 5, but there are plenty more, and much more if I scroll down to this page. Wow, the internet is really incredible for helping me reach fellow fans of the things I love from many parts of the world. But this list still amazes me. Oh, were you able to spot your country? I would be happy to know where you're from. Let me know too if ever the YouTube analytics has missed your country for some reason. Now, let's focus on your questions, which, as usual, I have grouped into categories. I will start with the least interesting topic about me. Birthday. You see, nowadays, it's a type of personal information that scammers will be interested in. So, just to be on the safe side, I've stopped sharing it in public. If you happen to know about it though, I'd appreciate it if you keep it to yourself. But I think it should be fine to share as long as I'm not very specific about it. So, it's on the second week of September, between 8 to 14. To Link fans, no, it's not the dreaded September 13. Hobbies. Aside from content creation, reading, and watching, that would be traveling. In case you're not aware, I actually have travel-related content in this channel, like these ones. Yeah, I'm the type who does anime pilgrimages. Favorite video? No particular video, but I do have a particular type of video that I consider as a favorite, and I'm referring to the fandoms. I handle pretty much everything on those, from the script writing or adaptation, to the directing, to the video editing, and to, of course, the voice acting. They make me feel very accomplished. Not to mention, they're so much fun to do as well. However, they're also the most tedious. Favorite video game? I'm not much of a gamer, so none really. I'm such a loser, I know. Squid Game. Actually, I've never seen an episode. I'm a loser, I know. But I'm aware of some spoilers. I saw Gongyu as a psycho recruiter, and I find him very cool. How I discover novels. Actually, they're mostly from recommendations that I see in social media, particularly X or Twitter and Facebook. I found out about the Ghost Story web novel from X. Oh, to those who couldn't relate to this question, I believe it's referring to this post I shared about a web novel which is written by the same author as the Debut or Die series. It's not yet officially available in English, unfortunately. Not yet, at least. If I see good news about it, I'll definitely share it. It has become one of my top favorites recently. Tonghua I know. Actually, I shared about the very few Tonghua I know in this post. But there's now more to this list because I've been watching some of your recommendations recently. However, I'll keep quiet about it for now because I plan to make a Tonghua related video. Favorite Tower of God character? It's Kun. But among the girls, it's still Kun. Just kidding. It keeps on changing. For now, it's Endorsey. Favorite Tonghua and Webtoon? Well, I think many of you already know the answer because of the channel's content. So yes, it's LinkClick for Tonghua, then Omniscient Reader for Webtoon. Speaking of which, let's now focus on the ORV related questions. Favorite scenario and why? The scenario where the Demon King of Salvation had made his debut. I have plenty of reasons, but the shortest reason why would be, well, it made me the most emotional. I cried a lot when I read it in web novel form and still cried a lot even after seeing it in webtoon form. How I discovered ORV. Actually, I found out about it from Webtoon itself. I was still active on reading new webtoons during that time. Then the Webtoon app promoted it through some pop-up window. Now for alien stage related questions. What the stories of the next episodes will be like? I think they will be focusing on Hyuna's and Luca's backstory. Then the focus will shift to Mizzy. I think she will be like humanity's hope to become free from the alien oppressors. Favorite alien stage song? It's Blink Gone. Tails and Luca's singing voices are my favorites, so a duet of them was like godsend. Favorite character? It's Ivan. I see him as someone who appears perfect, but deep inside, he has plenty of flaws. And some of those flaws are even a little twisted. Oh, I have more to say, but I have to save those thoughts for a future Alien Stage video. Alright, it's now time for the LinkClick related questions. But before we continue, I hope you don't mind me bragging that I've recruited my cousin to the LinkClick fandom last year. So, when he saw some LinkClick figures in one of his travels, of course he had to tell me about it. He does travel vlogs and unboxing videos like me. His figures and comics collection is very impressive. You can find his videos on his channel called Hobbyista Down Under. Alright, now to the questions, which I have split into two batches. We will begin with a batch that should be spoiler-free. How I found out about LinkClick? It's from this blog post of Tonghua recommendations. As soon as I realized that LinkClick had a time travel related theme, it was automatically included in my to-watch list. However, I only decided to watch it when the second season was approaching. And oh boy, I regret not watching it much sooner. What motivates me to keep up with LinkClick theories and how I find them? Well, comments that acknowledge my efforts and dedication, like this one, definitely make me motivated. How I find the theories though, if you mean the fan theories, I just see them in social media. But if you're referring to my own observations and speculations, I didn't do anything special, so I don't know how to explain that. Maybe fellow theorists can help answer? Favorite song from LinkClick? I'm having difficulty in choosing just one song because it changes often. But, if you ask me which is the national anthem, I'll answer Vortex. Oh, there's a LICO song that I've been listening to quite often lately. It's the same as the answer to the next question. Favorite song among the villain promo videos is Vayne's theme song. Yeah, we're the same. Sometimes I even listen to it if I want to relax. Yes, to relax. I'm weird. I know. Favorite among the criminal trio? Oh, because of my behavior in a recent video, I noticed that some people thought my favorite character is Xiafei. Well, I do love Xiafei a lot, but believe it or not, my favorite among the villain trio is actually Vayne. You'll get to see how much I love this freak in some of the upcoming videos. Favorite among the main trio? Easy, Lu Kuang. Although I suppose that might not be very obvious in my videos because I treat the main trio equally. Top 3 favorite LICO characters. Of course, number 1 is Lu Kuang. But for number 2, Cheng Xiaoshi and Vayne. Then for number 3, Xiaoling and Xiafei. It's a struggle to decide who I like more between these two pairs. Please don't make me choose. Which LICO character I want to be? I'd rather be Xiaoling. Which power I want to have? Since I'm quite of a planning freak, Lu Kuang's ability would be very useful to me. But when I think about my dad, who I miss so much, I want Cheng Xiaoshi's ability. What I think about the Shi-Kuang relationship? Oh, I've noticed that some people seem to think that I ship them. Maybe it's when I talk about how much I love their wholesome relationship or because I follow artists who do ship them. But believe it or not, I really don't. And I only use the term Shi-Kuang as a shortened version of Cheng Xiaoshi and Lu Kuang. It's somewhat canon for that term to refer to both of them anyway. So, about their relationship, I see them as sworn brothers or platonic soulmates. But whether you see Shi-Kuang as lovers or as family or as friends or as whatever, that's fine with me. I also have no issues if you pair them up with other characters or if you put them in a harem. Yeah, I'm that open. I genuinely hope that these differences on types and opinions won't divide LICO fans. Favorite LICO episode? Before the Bridon arc, I love the season 2 finale. But after completing the Bridon arc series, it's Bridon arc episode 4. Alright. The Bridon arc related questions are next. So, if you don't want spoilers, pause this video, then go to the next section, okay? You're welcome. I don't know if there are fans out there who thought of it too, but you see, ever since Cheng Xiaoshi had mentioned about seeing Xiafei on a magazine that Xiaoling bought, I started to have fantasies about Xiaoling being a huge fan of Xiafei. Or she finds him gorgeous at least. I have more imaginations about their possible interactions. I'll discuss that on one of the planned videos. About Cheng Xiaoshi's method of choosing only C in a multiple choice exam, yes, I can relate to it. My style is a bit different though. What I do is that I skip the items I don't know first. And once I'm done with the last item, I go back to the missed items. And then I go with my gut feeling about which option might be the right one. But if time is running out, I will choose a random letter, so it could be C or any other letter, and fill in all the blank items with that letter. Opinion of Vayne. I still don't like what he did to Shi-Kuang on episode 1, but oh well, that's what makes him a villain. And I prefer this kind of villain over the likes of Tianjin. Tianjin became unbearably annoying when I found out his motives. Vayne may be toxic, but at least he's entertaining. He's tasty too. I talked about some of Vane's surprisingly soft side in a recent video, but of course, I have more to tell about this freak. You'll find out in a future video. About how Vane died, I'm still collecting my thoughts on how that happened and how Lu Kuang did it. But to summarize, I think Vane didn't really die. And contrary to popular theories, I don't think Lu Kuang possessed anyone to do it. I'll elaborate in another video. About the number of years Lu Kuang had been trying to save Cheng Xiaoshi, that highly depends on the number of times Cheng Xiaoshi had died. And I think Cheng Xiaoshi died 2 times, minimum. But because of the Bridon arc, I have some updates on the theories related to Cheng Xiaoshi's death. So yeah, I will elaborate about those revised theories in another video. About Lu Kuang's hidden age and blood type, the age part makes sense after we found out that he has been traveling back to the past. The number of years will depend on how frequently he had done it. So by traveling back once, that's already around 3 years additional of his age. But about his blood type, I think there's no way to formulate a theory that will be close to the real answer because I believe it's related to some crucial link-click lore, which, unfortunately, even the Bridon arc didn't give any clue about it, so it looks like we'll have to wait for Season 3 to find out. I think the link-click Bridon arc centered on Lu Kuang, but the main link-click series is centered on its actual main character, who is Cheng Xiaoshi, and that will be applicable until Season 3. Or maybe the 3rd season will focus on both of them equally. About Link-Click's ending, I think it's going to be either a bittersweet or a happy ending. But I'm strongly clinging to the hope of it having a happy ending. After all, like what Cheng Xiaoshi had said, even if you don't see any hope, it doesn't mean there isn't any. Now for the questions that are a mix of the earlier titles. How I found out about ORV and Link-Click. These had been answered in their respective sections. My favorite between ORV, Link-Click, and Debut or Die. They're all my favorites, but for top favorite among these 3, I choose ORV. Which is the most tragic between ORV, Link-Click, and Alien Stage? I think Alien Stage. It's tragedy even before they were born. Poor darlings. Which to stay between Link-Click or Alien Stage? I will choose Link-Click. Of course, I will choose the one which will require less therapy, even a little. Universe I prefer to live in. Anywhere modern, but not apocalyptic. So from this list, the Link-Click universe will be acceptable. Favorite relationship in all Link-Click, ORV, and Alien Stage? Thank goodness it's not specified as a romantic relationship. That will be more difficult. I have a favorite sibling pair for each title. Or, you mean I can only choose one for all titles? I'll exclude favorite siblings for now then. I have a favorite trio. It's also a type of relationship, right? Johan Kim trio of ORV then. Or wait, if you don't count trios and only have a pair in mind, I choose Shi Guang from Link-Click. And those are almost all of the questions I've gathered. And I saved this one for last. I've always been the type who likes to talk about my favorite things, and I used to do it through blogs. But sometime in year 2020, I think, I discovered fan content in YouTube. Among the channels that I watched was Dr. Bonehead, who did Tower of God theory, analysis, and fandom videos of the Webtoon series. If you had seen any of his content, I'm sure you may also have noticed his passion and dedication for Tower of God. I wanted to do something like he did, but instead of Tower of God, I focused on my own absolute Webtoon love, which is Omniscient Reader. I did my best and, well, although this channel didn't become like, popular for its ORV and Webtoon content, I am grateful to have known you guys. I am really thankful of the support you guys have been giving me in the past few years. Some are even letting me use their beautiful creations for the channel's videos. Notice that I used the cute background music when I was answering the Bridon arc related questions earlier. The music is produced by Ish, and there are other amazing stuff in their channel. So go check it out and have fun! Recently, I noticed one of you had gone through the trouble of getting a YouTube account just to be able to say these kind words to me. Oh my gosh, to be able to inspire fellow fans out there is a huge honor. It makes me so overjoyed. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Speaking of creating a YouTube account, there's news about a new feature in YouTube called Communities. It's different from the former community posts. Those are called just posts again. So the posts are created by the content creator, while the community tab will be similar, but on this one, even the subscribers may create posts on the channel too. With that, if you haven't done so already, it will be great if you can create a YouTube account and subscribe to the channel soon. Aside from through comments, this upcoming feature will be a new way for you to interact with me and with the other viewers in this channel. I'm excited for it, but sadly, it's still in beta version and it's not yet available for this channel at the time this video was released. But I let you guys know once I finally acquire it. Looking forward to see you guys there. Thank you so much for sticking with me until the end. Love you guys and take care.